What's up? Hey. Happy Monday. Happy Easter Monday. How you guys doing? Happy Easter Monday to you. I meant to put some oil on my hair. My hair is dry. How you guys doing? Hey. Come on in. You know, the notification probably didn't go out to a lot of people because I was already live earlier today. Y'all know I went live late last night. Y'all know how YouTube does about the notifications. You only get like 3 within a 24-hour period. So it's cool. Come on in, say hi, drop down, and then we're gonna get into some things around here. Okay. Um. Um. Hey Diva, what's up, boo? How you doing? Hey Jay Wash, how are you? Um. So yeah, you guys, we had a good little members only live earlier. I'm gonna wait till there's more people in the room to talk about something. To share with you guys something we talked about in members only that we just kind of want to see how everybody sort of feels about it. So I'll wait till there are more people in the room. Tracy, make sure you remind me when we have more people in the room if we get a decent number of people in the room. Um, Guys, when you come in, just hit that like button. So hey Tracy, both my Tracys are here. Hey, what's up, Lemon Kush? Hey, Sharice, come on in. So look, y'all, I wasn't gonna do a members only a trial meeting today because I already been live twice. But it's the last day of my vacation, y'all. So I have to do what I gotta do, make it break it, right? But we probably won't be here too long. It's not a whole lot going on. A lot of little small stories. There's 1 or 2 big stories, but for the most of it's little small stories. So let's get into the things. First of all, congratulations go out to wait a minute. Let me share this out. I didn't share it out. Oh dang, Nabby, I always do that. My phone was plugged in and I pulled it out the thing. Um oh sorry. Congratulations go out to Keisha Knight Poem. Y'all know Rudy, little Rudy. You know, she was preggers. She got married last year and she was pregnant. So she delivered a healthy baby boy. So congratulations to her and her family. I'm happy to see it. I'm happy to see it. She seems like, she's happy. She seems good. You know, she hosts the after show for Married at First Sight. And so she looks good. So happy, congratulations to her. You know, she already has a little girl with Lisa Wu's ex-husband from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. He formerly played in the NFL. Was it Ed Reed? I think it was Ed Reed. That's the father of her daughter. So congratulations to her. Okay. The Whether You Like It or Not panel will be back. You know, we are coming back with the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So the Real Housewives of Atlanta, it premieres, I believe, that first Sunday in May, or maybe it's the second Sunday in May the 6th, I think. So you guys know we'll be back that Monday. Whatever the Monday is after the Real Housewives of Atlanta, the Whether You Like It or Not panel will be back. So it should be interesting, exciting. We'll see what the season is given. Okay. Hey, Candace, Ed Hartwell. Did I say Ed Reed? Ed Hartwell. Thank you, Xavier. Thank you. Hey, Candace, what's up? My head Ursha is in the house. Hey, Ursha. Yes. Okay. I don't know if I want to tell the people in the balcony. Don't do that. Okay. I do that with you. What's up, Nap Queen? Hey, Nikki, how you guys doing? So come on in. Please hit that like button. There's 35 people in the room. Please hit the like button. Appreciate you much. Okay. Where do I want to go next? Tory Lanez's trial has been postponed to next week. Tracy had told us that earlier in the members only live. And then, of course, as soon as I came out of the members only live, I saw it. I had seen it. Rapper Young Ma. Is it Young M.A. or Young Ma? Anyway, the rapper, it's been a lot of speculation about her health recently. She posted with really nobody had really seen her for a while. And then she posted a picture where she looked very jaundiced. Her eyes looked yellow. She looked like she's lost a lot of weight. She looked like she was very, cathartic. She was getting her hair done. Her, she young MA. Thank you. She was getting her dreads locked and getting shaped up and everything. And there was a lot of speculation about her health. Only thing that she has confirmed is that she was hospitalized. She confirmed that she said, I made a lot of mistakes when I was younger that I came back. She said I had to pay the piper for. She said that she's very private, so she hasn't really shared a lot, but that she is going to put all of it out. She's putting a documentary together to sort of follow her journey, and that she's putting out some new music, and she will be putting that out. Now, she also said that she is very, very sober right now. So I feel like it's something dealing with her liver or her kidneys. Again, I ain't nobody's doctor, and I'm not making any sort of medical speculation, but that's what it sounds like to me, because she was very clear to be like, no, I am very, very sober right now. So I feel like, maybe some, bad health decisions, too much, maybe too much drinking or whatever. Maybe that's what caught up to her. But she looked better in the video she posted. She looked better, and I hope that she gets healthy. Like, it is what it is. I don't wish bad on nobody. I'm not a Young M.A. fan or not fan. I don't really listen to her music, but I've always liked her style. I always like how she sort of carries herself. She does her own thing. Yeah, she does. She looks a lot better in the video that I saw. She looks a lot better. So, and at first, a lot of people were giving her barber flack for posting the video because she did look so bad in that video. But she said, listen, I told him to post it. Like, I was cool with that. He didn't do anything I didn't want him to do. He's fine. Basically, back up off of him, right? So, okay. So I wanted to say that. Okay, let me say that. Okay. Follow up, the 6-year-old young man who assaulted his teacher with the pow pow. I gotta be careful how I say things. We know that the state declined to press charges against him because of his age and everything. And El Teddy and myself have been saying on the Teacher Project 2.0, we have been like, listen, if you ain't gonna don't talk to me until you're gonna do something with the parents. Don't say nothing to me until you're gonna do something with the parents. Well, the mother has been charged. It's a felony misdemeanor. I mean, did I say felony misdemeanor? It can be a felony and a misdemeanor. It's a misdemeanor though. But the mother has been charged with neglect and with something with basically not properly taking care of a firearm. I would venture to guess that CPS hasn't been involved, and that child may not be in custody. May not be living with his parents at this time. It's interesting that, okay, a felony and maybe that's what I read, a felony and a misdemeanor. Thank you, Tracy. Because I remember saying felony and misdemeanor, but I was like, it can't be a felony and a misdemeanor at the same time. So one of the charges is a felony and one of the charges is a misdemeanor. Thank you, Tracy. Because I was like, it's probably felony child neglect, and then the mishandling of a firearm or not properly securing a firearm, that's probably the misdemeanor. It should be a felony, but that's probably the misdemeanor. Am I happy to finally see the parent being charged? Absolutely. Absolutely. But I found it interesting that it was only the mother and not the father. Now, I don't know if the father doesn't live with the mother, but I still feel like both parents should be responsible. Like, even if the father doesn't live in the home, this young man has a long history of problems. It didn't happen overnight. It wasn't a one-time isolated incident. He has a long, long history of problems and issues. And I feel like if the mama neglected the child, then I feel like so did the daddy. Now, I find that interesting. I don't know the whole story. I thought the parents were together because the way it was explained at the beginning was that allegedly, the child wasn't supposed to be at the school without a parent with him. So that's why I thought both parents were involved, but maybe not. And if the father isn't involved in his life, then I guess that's why. But if the father is involved in his life, then I feel like both of them need to be charged. I mean, what's good for the goose, right? Probably depends on who the gun is registered to, I guess. But yes, I'm glad to see that. I mean, I feel like it took too long. Like, I mean, I know people have to do an investigation and all that good stuff, but I just feel like this took too long. Like, I don't understand why it took so long. But ultimately, a lot of people have lost their jobs behind this. I believe an assistant principal quit. The superintendent got fired. Like, a whole lot of people have lost their jobs behind this situation. And again, it was very documented that this young man had a lot of issues. So, wasn't something that just happened. All right. So, I'll keep you guys posted if there's more information out there. Y'all know that she's suing the Virginia Beach school system for like $40 million or something like that. Now, she probably won't get $40 million, but she'll probably get enough money that she don't have to worry about, teaching no more. Wait, the parents have to be at the school at that point. Just homeschool your child. Well, Xavier, that we talked about this on the Teacher Project 2.0, but that's what I'm saying. Like, there is the child had an IEP, and in his IEP, it said that a parent's supposed to be with him when he's in school. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's not a thing. Like, that is something that the school made up. But if the boy's behavior was that bad, then there should have been other things in place. And ultimately, that school is not the proper setting, and they should have worked to get him in a school that had the proper setting for him. And so there's so many layers to that from an educational standpoint was just wrong. There's no such thing as an IEP that's going to put an accommodation that says a parent has to be with the child every day. Like, that's not a thing. And that's certainly not a thing that belongs in an IEP. An IEP is an accommodation for learning. If a child needs that accommodation, then that means they need some sort of a dedicated aid. And if the school could not supply a dedicated aid, then he was in the wrong setting. If he needed a parent to be with him just so he could behave well enough to get through the school day, that's another issue. That's not a learning situation unless they can find a way to connect it to something dealing with, his cognitive abilities, right? There's a lot of layers to it. But ultimately, at the end of the day, there was a lot of documented proof to show that this young man had a lot of issues. Does anyone think he has a lost cause with the history of violence this child has already due to his parents? I'm not going to say a 6-year-old is a lost cause. I'm not ready to say that. What I will say though is this 6-year-old needs a lot of help. This 6-year-old needs therapy. This 6-year-old needs to be put in the right therapeutic setting. But I'm not ready to say that he's a lost cause. I'm not. Now, I don't have all of the information that I need, honestly, to make a more informed decision. But just based off of what I have read, does the child need help? Yes. Yeah, the child needs help. But I'm not ready to say he's a lost cause. Yeah. Yeah. So there you go. All right. So we got that. Let me see this. But yeah, y'all come on over to the Teacher Project 2.0. We talk about these things over there. One of my mods, when y'all get a chance, can y'all drop the link to the Teacher Project 2.0? Wait a minute, what? Oh, sorry, I was reading. I'm like, what? All right, so all right, congratulations to State Representative Justin Jones. He just received a unanimous vote to be reinstated. Remember, he was one of the representatives who initially had been expelled from the Tennessee House of Representatives for the protest that he participated in dealing with the violence in Nashville, which, by the way, just had another mass, you know what, today. Just had another mass shooting today that left 5 people dead. So, again, what are we really angry about here, people? We're mad that a state representative is protesting to try to protect his citizens. Like, really? Okay, let me try and go down that line. Y'all already know that's going to make me mad. The reality is he should never have been expelled in the first place. It was clearly a racist act that was done from the beginning. But I'm glad that he was I'm actually glad that he was reinstated. Now we got to get the other young man reinstated. I'm not sure what the status of that is. But congratulations to him. Congratulations to him. You were mowing your yard. You've been rolling today, Yana. You've been working hard today, girl. All right. Very good. All right. Look, let me look at my list. Because it was just a lot of little stuff today. I think I have a shit we did not ask for. I think Tracy sent me one. I have to look. Since we on education, you were in Louisville, Kentucky today. It's only 2 hours from Nashville, though. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. You're right. It was in Louisville. I'm so sorry. You're right. Because I called my friends that live in Louisville, and I reached out, and I was glad to talk to Yana earlier today in the members only live. Thank you, boo. Thank you for listening. Yeah, I know y'all be getting me together. Thank you. Hey, Nay. All right. So listen. Since we was talking about schools, I should have talked about this right after that. We talked about the Donda Academy. We talked about the Donda Academy the other day, where they said that all they was feeding them kids was sushi, and the kids wasn't allowed to go upstairs because Kanye West is scared of steps. First of all, I didn't know that was a thing. But I mean, I guess you could be scared of anything. But I didn't know that Kanye West was afraid of steps. Like, I feel like I have seen, like, this Negro lived in a Mercedes-Benz. Like, I've seen him walking up steps. Remember when he was living in the Mercedes-Benz arena down in Georgia when he did his Donda thing? Like, we saw him like up in the rafters and the bleachers, and well, not rafters, but like we saw him. I know we've seen Kanye West haven't we? Like, now it's making me think about it. Haven't we? He did. He walked up them steps to embarrass Taylor Swift. You right. He was on the steps at the Met Gala. So that don't even make no sense. Again, I'm not saying that they lying, because I believe that, you know, Kanye West was down to the Donda school acting a fool. But I'm just saying that's interesting. But neither here nor there, they said they had them kids eating sushi and stuff. Well, now another teacher has come forward and said that that they're not even giving those kids grades, and that basically the school is inconsistent. You know, it's open, it's closed, it's open, it's closed. And that those kids are not even earning grades. So when they go to transfer to another school, it's going to be very hard for them because they don't get grades. They don't get report cards at the Donda Academy. So there's no way to show that a child successfully finished a grade. Child. Nashville has already threatened to pull funding from Memphis if they reinstate Pearson. What? Okay, I'm gonna have to do some research. Accreditation needs to pay a visit. Accreditation needs to shut it down is what it sounds like. The school is not accredited. Why would they earn grades? But even if it's not accredited, you know, they can still transfer schools. You usually have a window of time when a school loses accreditation or doesn't have accreditation. You usually have a window of time to get your kids out and move forward or whatever. I feel the parents should be charged for enrolling their kids in Donda Academy. I feel like this, not in the beginning, because I think in the beginning it was a great idea and everybody thought it was going to be this great thing because it was Kanye West and it was this great Afrocentric vibe, blah, 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 blah. Well, maybe not Afrocentric vibe, but you know. But I think that after a certain point, you knew or you should have known that the school wasn't doing what the school was supposed to be doing. A lot of schools start off that way. You know what I'm saying? A lot of schools, especially charter schools, they start off with these great promises, these great ideas, these great, oh, it's going to be this and it's going to be that. And then it falls by the wayside. And at a certain point, the parents do need to pull out. Yeah. So, but like I said, a lot of parents don't even know that a lot, you know, a lot of these things are things that parents don't pay. And I'm not making an excuse. I think parents should. I have a mild case of bathmophobia. Stadium stairs freak me out. Well, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm very nervous when I walk down. Walking up isn't a problem. Walking down stadium stairs it's you know, it makes me nervous sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. It makes me, especially if it's a large crowd and I feel like I have to keep a certain pace. Like if I could go at my own pace, I'm kind of okay. But you know how like if you're going into a concert or leaving a concert or something like that, and it's like a pace you have to keep up with, it does make me nervous. Have y'all covered his school on a teacher project? We just talked about, I don't know if we talked about his school at all, honestly. I don't know if we talked about, no, I don't think we have. No, I don't think we talked about teacher project. I'd have to think. On the top of my head, I'm gonna say I don't think we have, but we may have like a while back when it lost its accreditation and all of that, maybe. But it closed and all that. My mom is afraid of expressways. Like I know, yeah, like I know people who are afraid of bridges. I mean, everybody has a fear of something. I'm just saying, I thought I had seen Kanye West on stairs, but that don't mean nothing either. I mean, just because you have a fear of something doesn't mean you don't work on conquering that fear. So let me take that back. Let me take that back. Kanye, be afraid of stairs, child. But your fear of stairs can't have, why the kids can't walk up the stairs just because you scared of the stairs. Them kids can walk up the stairs, Kanye. That ain't right. You stopping them kids from going up the stairs. That ain't right, Kanye. Okay. Going down stadium stairs get you because you're scared of heights. Yeah, I'm not scared of heights. It's just weird. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm swinging. You know, like I feel like the thing about certain stadium stairs, I feel like if I miss a step, I'm going to fall. You know what I'm saying? Not he must be afraid to learn to read. You know what? Ah! There's something making a noise. You scared of elevators? Wow. Okay. And that's what I'm saying. Like everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people have a fear of something. But I just feel like your fear shouldn't impact, like, just because you run the school or you own the school or it's your school, don't mean that the kids can't go up the steps because you scared to go up the steps. That's not their problem. You know what I'm saying? They shouldn't have to carry your burden. I'm scared of teenagers with skinny jeans. Oh, that's hilarious. I walk up the steps even with groceries. I do too if I have to. Not be afraid, be very, very afraid, child. I'm telling you. All right, it's 100 people in the room. Please, if you have not already done so, please hit the like button. I appreciate it so much. It really helps me. You guys know that we've been doing a really good job. The channel has been moving. Thank you, R&B Divas. But this channel has been moving. But now that R&B Divas is over, we got to keep the momentum. So please hit that like button. It keeps me in the algorithm, or it helps get me in the algorithm. It pushes my video up to let YouTube know that people like what I'm talking about over here. Every time somebody says, oh, really, B, I didn't know you were still doing videos. Oh, really, B, I thought you stopped reviewing that show. Oh, really, B, and I'm like, I've been here the whole time. That's because YouTube it ain't got me in the algorithm. So my mom said it's 48 of us in here. I mean, it's 48 likes, but it's 100 people in here. If we could get 40 more likes, I would appreciate that. Thank you. If you haven't hit that like button, please do. I appreciate you much. All right. Dance Hall Queen Spice. Listen, I didn't even do this, but I really hadn't even done this story because I'm tired of Spice and her shenanigans. Okay. First, Spice did the white face thing because she said she was bringing attention to colorism, and so she did the whole white face, white skin, and she said that she was bleaching her skin, only to find out it was just a gimmick, and it was something that she did on we talked about that in the members only live today, Nikki. We talked about Mavs UK. Only to find out it was just a gimmick and it was a thing. I'm not ignoring you, Nikki. I'll come back. I just want to lose my train of thought. And then a couple of weeks ago, she posted this picture of her with a belly in a maternity outfit, showing off her belly, saying something about celebrating new beginnings or something to that effect. So everybody was congratulating her, myself included, thinking that she done popped up pregnant. Okay, I thought Spice was pregnant. We all said congratulations. Now, Chaotic, who is back on Love and Hip Hop, he did the family reunion. He's back on Love and Hip Hop this season. I think he's the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta though. I don't think he's doing Miami. And he said, he told us, he said Spice isn't pregnant. He said, I just filmed the scene with Spice last week. Spice is not pregnant. Like, I just saw her. That belly in that picture don't match what I just saw. She's not pregnant. So, of course, everybody was like, what? Well, come to find out, she was like, I never said that I was pregnant. I said celebrating new beginnings, or however she said it, because she said, I died and the Lord brought me back to life. And I am celebrating the fact that I'm still alive. Girl, it was a gimmick. It was a gimmick. You wanted our attention and you got it. But here's my problem. I don't even have a problem with gimmicks if it's connected to something. I don't have a problem with gimmicks. I mean, if she was releasing an album, I ain't know nothing about it. But I don't even have a problem with gimmicks if you promoting something or something on the other side of that gimmick. So, for example, when Nas X, he was pregnant, he was promoting his new album, right? There's a lot of times people do these gimmicks and stuff, but then we find out, oh, okay, it has something to do with that. Oh, okay, it has something to do with that. But girl, you just did it just to be doing it. And don't get me wrong, I'm happy. I'm happy that you're okay. We heard about her being very sick. She said she had sepsis. She was down in South America. Some people said that it was a plastic surgery gone wrong and she almost died. So I'm glad that she didn't. I'm glad that she is okay. Like, in no way, shape, or form am I discounting that. But girl, you could have found another way to talk to us. You could have done an interview. You could have sat down and you could have found somebody to interview you and talk about it. Okay? You could have found somebody to interview you to talk about it. You didn't have to you didn't have to do all of that. And then maybe we could have put it in perspective. But I just want to let y'all know, because the video, she did another video defending herself, saying that she was celebrating and she was celebrating being alive and all that other stuff. So there was another video, you know. So I forgot to tell y'all that it was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Salt and Pepper, Heavy D, up in the limousine. Anyway, it was all a dream. My mom said that it's only 58 likes, but it's 120 of y'all in the room. Can we get 50 more likes, please? I appreciate that so much. Again, it is a free way to support the channel. Y'all know, hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button. It is free 99. I keep telling y'all, free 99. Now, if you want to make a donation to the channel, I will accept it. However, it is not mandatory. I only ask for your like button. I only ask for your subscription. That's it. That's all. Ever since Spice came to America, she's doing foolishness. Listen, I just feel like people be doing a lot sometimes when the least will do. They be doing the most when the least will do. All right. Look at this. We going. I think I had a shit we did not ask for. This would be a good time to do it. Tracy, I think you sent it to me. Hold on. Let me look. Because Tracy be sending me stuff, y'all. Y'all know that's my. For the new people here, it's a lot of new, you know, thank God I have gained a lot of new subscribers. But for the people who do not know, Tracy Chappelle is the producer and the showrunner down to the ReallyBTV. Okay. She sends me stuff all the time. But coming in a close second, Peace Love be sending me stuff. Peace Love be giving me some stuff sometimes, child. She be sliding it because I actually have 2 videos that's gonna drop later on today from something that she sent me. She be sliding it to me. She was sliding it over to me. All right, Tracy, I think you sent me. Yep, you did. All right. So we have a segment here down to the Really Be TV called Shit We Did Not Ask For. Now, most of the time it's food items. Sometimes it's a TV show, a movie, a thing. Sometimes it's a person. Sometimes it's a person that we did not ask for, okay? But usually it's a food item, some weird food item. And then a lot of times y'all are sending me stuff now, and I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So the way we do it here is if it's something that you ask for, meaning it's something you would partake in, something you would appreciate, then you put a 1 in the chat. If it's something that you would not ask for, something you would not partake in, put a 2 in the chat. Okay? And then if it's a hell no, you're going to put a 3 in the chat. But my members, if you are lit up in green, and shout out to my members, we had a members only live earlier today. If you didn't catch it, catch the replay later on. Y'all have y'all own emojis, so y'all can drop y'all emojis in the chat. All right, so here it is right here, you guys. And again, I never know if these things are real or if people are just making these things at this point, but it's good to have a conversation about it. This says General Mills is dropping a new cereal soon. It is the Kit Kat cereal. The Kit Kat cereal. What y'all think about that? Now, I like Kit Kat. I like me a good Kit Kat. Okay, I like me a good Kit Kat. And when I see this, all I see is sugar. I think I would try it though. I think I would try this. And I don't know if this is something that I would make, but I would try it. Like sometimes the stuff we get, I don't be trying at all. But this I would try. This I would try. 2 is up in the air. I see some ones. I see a couple. See, I see some ones. Okay. So this looks like this one is a 50-50. It looks like. This looks like it's a 50-50. All right. Okay. All right. If you had it at your house with some oat or almond milk, I would try it, and I want to make the milk chocolate. See how she always gotta be extra though? So if I had it at my house, then I also have to have oat or almond milk for her. Y'all see, that's my niece. Y'all see how extra she is? Y'all see how extra she is? I gotta have oat or almond milk for her. Child. Anyway. All right. Let me give y'all, okay, we got a few more. Okay. Let's talk about this Angel Reese situation. And it's not just an Angel Reese situation. For those who don't know, Angel Reese is the young lady from LSU that, they had a problem with her doing the "you can't see me" sign. So as a female athlete, okay, for some of you who do not know, a few years ago, the NCAA, I think it was the Supreme Court made them do it, but I don't remember all the details at this point in time, and some of y'all in the chat might. But basically, college athletes can now make money off of endorsements. Y'all know for a long time, colleges can make money off of their athletes. Other people can make money off of the athletes, but the athletes themselves cannot make money off of their image, their number, if they had a signature move. You had all of these video games. You had the colleges that would sell the jerseys and posters and stuff. But due to NCAA rules, they could not monetize themselves. And that got a lot of people in trouble. I mean, Reggie Bush lost the Heisman Trophy because of breaking the NCAA rules when it came to money and things like that. So a couple of years ago, there was a ruling, and I really do think it went to the Supreme Court. But the result is that student athletes can now make money off of endorsements. Now, that has affected, they did a story on this on Real Sports. That has affected student athletes from the smallest of colleges all the way up to the Division I colleges. So, for example, if you're at a middle of the road college and you're a halfway decent player, even a local, let's say a local car dealership could pay you to do a commercial for them. A local restaurant can pay you to do a commercial, and you make a couple of $100,000. You know, maybe you make $50,000, $60,000. That's right. NIL, name, image, and likeness. Thank you. I knew it was NIL, but I didn't know what it stood for, so that's why I didn't say it. Thank you, Jessica. See, that's why I love y'all. I knew it was NIL, but I just didn't know what it stood for. So name, image, likeness. Thank you. And they did a story on this on Real Sports a few months ago. And so, like I said, even if you are a halfway decent player at a halfway decent college, you can still make maybe even a couple of $100,000, which is more than you could make before. And even if you never ever make it to the NBA or the NFL or Major League Baseball, any other major, you know, whatever sport you play, you can still walk away from college with a little bit of a nest egg. Now, what you do with it, that's your business. With that being said, athletes like an Angel Reese, considering the state of women athletics, she was asked the question. I saw an article the other day. I read an article where it says that prior to the NCAA championship, she already had NIL deals, and she was making a couple of $100,000, right? Because she was still a marquee player. She was still a name player in college basketball. But now that she has won the national championship, they said that her price just went up, and she is slated to make well over $1 million in endorsements this year. I think they say at this as of right now, I think she already has $1.3 million of endorsements locked in, and that's just as of right now. That doesn't include whatever her future earning potential is. So she was asked in an interview if she was going to come out early and go into the NBA, the WNBA. And she said, I'm not in any rush. I'm making more money right now than most of the women in the WNBA. I'm in no rush to leave college. I think she has another year of eligibility. She was like, I'm in no rush to leave early. I'm making more money right here. I'm making more money as a college student than I would make if I left college and went into the WNBA. And I just think that's a sad state of affairs. I honestly think that's a sad state of affairs, that a college student is making more money than the professional athlete in her sport. I think that it once again highlights the underpayment of our female athletes, because that, unless you are at the top of your game in college ball on the male side, that's not the case. Like LeBron James' son is a multi-millionaire at this point. But a lot of that, he's a great player, but a lot of that is off the heels of who his dad is too. But like, for example, her cousin, who just won the NCAA championship for UConn, he is going to the draft. He's leaving school and he's going to the NBA, because his earning potential is greater. And she absolutely is a smart woman. When she said it, I was like, wow. So on one hand, I'm glad. I'm so happy to see that student athletes are now in the position of power. She's a sophomore, because I know she played for 2 years at Maryland, but she probably redshirted a year. Okay, because didn't she play for 2 years at Maryland, and then she transferred to LSU? Okay, so she's got 2 more years of eligibility. Okay, thank you. I thought she played for 2 years at Maryland. Maybe she only played for 1 year at Maryland. But she's got the 2 years of eligibility. Why would she be in a rush if she's liking college and she's enjoying? And you know what else I love that it does? It takes the pressure off. If you really want to get a college degree, it takes that pressure off of you to leave early. You can stay for your 4 years. You can get your college degree. And you know what else it takes away? It takes away that pressure of, I could do all of this, get hurt my senior year, and walk away with nothing. And people be like, but you got your college degree. Okay, whatever. Walk away with nothing. Everybody made money off of me except for me, and I walked away with nothing. So I love this NIL. A friend of mine works at a college. I don't want to say the name of the school, but he works in the athletic department. He's in I don't know his exact, he's not a coach, but he's something in the athletic department for a Division I college. but a small, like a small Division I college. And he said that has been a struggle for them, is being able to keep up, because it does have a negative backlash on some of the smaller schools when it comes to some other things. But I mean, because he was explaining it to me, and I was just like, at a certain point, I was like, wah, wah, wah. I was like, what you saying? You over my head with it. That don't make no sense. But I just think that colleges got over for so long on student athletes. I don't care. And maybe I should, but I don't. That's economic cost on full display. They need to pay the WNBA more. Absolutely, they do. I mean, when we were talking about Brittany Griner, like, again, I'm not going to get into whether she should or shouldn't have had, the alleged, drugs or whatever. But the fact that she had to play overseas to be able to make the money she wanted to make is sad. She should be able to do the same thing that the male players do. They play their season and they get to relax and they get to chill out. But so many players from the WNBA, in order to make a decent living, play their WNBA season and then they go overseas and play in order to just make some decent money. So, I mean, that would have been eliminated had had we had that going on here. That would have been eliminated. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the 131 people in the room. I hope we got about 120 likes. I appreciate that. Thank you. I love it all as well. As soon as the athletes get hurt, they snatch scholarship. Right. They have treated student athletes so bad over the years. So many of them, like I said, they make millions of dollars off of these kids. And the kids walk away. The small percentage that make it to whatever that next level is, whether it's, the WNBA, the NFL, the NBA, Major League, whatever that next level is, the percentage of those players that are able to be successful, ridiculous. And a lot of them, like you said, the minute they get hurt, a lot of times they lose their scholarship because they got to get that scholarship to the next kid, right, to take your place, because you can't play anymore. So now there, there's some schools that make sure that the kids can still graduate and things like that, but the vast majority are on to the next. So I don't have any sympathy for the colleges. And again, I know that there's some, the smaller schools are hit harder than the bigger schools, but I'm not. Again, we look at these schools that make so much money off of these kids, so much money off of them. And they were never able to legally. I remember, what's his name? What is his name? Was it Amari Stoudemire? No. It wasn't Amari Stoudemire. What's his name? The guy who changed his name to Meta World. He's an NBA player. He changed his name to Meta World Peace. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. I can't remember his legal name. I can't remember his original. Y'all know to say his birth name, because his legal name is Meta World Peace. He legally changed his name to Meta World Peace. But he was from New York. He went to college at St. John's University in New York. And I remember Ron Artest. Thank y'all. Thank you. And I remember him talking about how there were times when he didn't even have enough money to go home on the subway. But because of NCAA rules, he could borrow money from his friends or things like that. But he had to be very careful of who he took money from, because I couldn't just say, yo, Ron, here's $20 for you to go ahead and get home. Now, this is an extreme example, y'all. This is an extreme example, but I'm giving you an example of how bad it could be for some people. You take the wrong thing from the wrong person, and you could totally blow up your whole college career. Yet and still, St. John's University is filling seats because Ron Artest is playing. St. John's University is selling out and going to the NCAA, tournament because of Ron Artest. But he can't even take money from a booster. He can't even take money from I don't want to lie, exaggerate, but let's just say a booster. He can't even take money from a booster to go eat, to go take a cab home instead of riding the subway home. So anyway, I'm glad to see it, and I love to hear. Angel Reese was like, I ain't in no rush. She's like, I'm making more money in college, and it was sad to hear her say it, but I'm glad that that's where we are now, and she has the opportunity to do that. Yes, Ron Artest. I remember him fighting at the Garden, child, down to the Garden. All right. Now here's a story that it's a two-sided story. One side of the story, I'm gonna tell y'all it's gonna be a little joke, and the other side of the story is gonna be very, very, very serious. Because I honestly didn't think about both sides of this, and I actually meant to do a TikTok earlier. I'm gonna do the TikTok when I get done. So actually, before we get to that, let me say this real quick. Rickey, let me get this Rickey Smiley story out the way real quick. I did a video on the Rickey Smiley story. Rickey Smiley was going viral because they said that he accused Reginae Carter's boyfriend of DV against her. Reginae did a video. Her wrist was sprained. Do y'all know how many people came into my comments and was like going at me because I said that her wrist was broken instead of it was sprained? I mean, y'all would think that I totally lied on this woman. Okay, I misspoke. My apologies to anybody in the bleachers and the Raptors that was offended because I said that the girl's wrist was broken and instead of sprained. My apologies. Okay, but her wrist was sprained. Like, y'all, people was like, you're a liar. Her wrist wasn't broken. It was sprained. I was like, damn, for real? You mad like that? You're spreading false information. Her wrist was not broken. I said, well, damn, you mad for real? Anyway, moving on. So she said that she fell. She was on the set of a movie she's doing and she fell. She hurt her wrist. Y'all know how the internet is. Y'all know how the trolls are. So somebody started a rumor that Armand must have done it. Armand is a YouTuber. Her boyfriend, they've been together for a minute. Rickey Smiley, they talked about it. Right. And I don't have a problem with y'all correcting me when I'm wrong because I'm not perfect. And I didn't have a problem with somebody saying she didn't really break her wrist. She sprained it. But dang, y'all, you're a liar. Like, I'm like, what? You're spreading false information. And this is how I read it in my head. Like, obviously, I'm reading it so they can't yell at me. But this is how I'm reading it in my head. You're spreading false information. Because I said the girl's wrist was broken instead of sprained. Ciao. Anyway. So anyway, so if you listen to the clip, which I played it in the video that I did on Saturday morning, Friday, I did the video. If you listen to the clip, Rickey Smiley does not say that the girl, that the boyfriend was doing anything to the girl. He was like, dang, that's messed up. Why would somebody spread that rumor? Why would somebody say that? Now, people also said in my comments, you didn't play the whole clip. They did say it. They did say it. Rickey Smiley didn't say it, but the person filling in for Gary with the T, they did say it. And that they made fun of it or like they made a joke out of it or whatever. And Rickey Smiley even said, listen, I'm a comedian, so sometimes I do make jokes, but on this one, I didn't. Like, I did not joke about it. He was like, I have respect for Reginae. I'm cool with her mom. I respect Lil Wayne. I would never make light of a situation like that. Like, that's just not what I do. He said the story was told on our show. He said, but nobody, like, that wasn't what we're being accused of, did not happen. Armand put out he texted some, y'all know that Armand texted something about, Rickey Smiley. That's, for you to accuse a black man of that, you got to be more careful. Why would you do something like that? That's messed up. Reginae was like, called him old and he need to get a life. I'm paraphrasing because I did a whole video on this. Y'all can go watch the video. I'm paraphrasing. This only time I publicly comment on pop culture is in here because I ain't got it to do with these folk on Beyonce's internet. Child, I know that's right, Jessica. I know. So, hey, Pat. So, Rickey Smiley posted another video saying, look, I didn't do it. Like, I done gone viral for something I did not do. And once again, he played the clip. He once again played the clip of what was said on his show. He has posted it and all of that. Well, fast forward to yesterday. And Ray Janae posted this on her Instagram. Ray Janae said, well, actually, wait a minute, hold on. Uh-oh, shoot. Do I have Ray Janae's? I have Armand's. Oh, Lord, child. Okay. Ray Janae said the following. Ray Janae said, I apologize for yesterday. I spoke on something I didn't know much about and then brought up age where it wasn't even needed. I'm in a place where I don't want unnecessary drama and I don't want to offend anyone. Have a great Saturday. So she apologized. Now, I feel like her apologize could have been better, but she did apologize. Then Armand Warren posted the following. I want to apologize to my supporters. I stand firm on being a stand-up man. My name has never been brought up with something of that nature and never will be. I owe this to my supporters. Then he wrote, I'm chasing perfection and excellence even though I may not catch it. Now, I feel like both of them apologize without apologizing. Now, here's my problem. Y'all know, and I got something else to add to that, but let me say this. Y'all know that I'm a firm believer or you apologize to me the same way you disrespected me. So I can appreciate that they came down to the good internet and apologized. But here's my problem. When y'all was talking about Rickey Smiley, y'all added him. It was at Rickey Smiley, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But when you apologize, it's this broad-ass apology that could really be for anybody. My thing is, why you wasn't atting Rickey Smiley when you apologized like you added Rickey Smiley when you came at him and accused him of doing what y'all saying he did? That's my problem. See, apologize to me the same way you disrespected me. Now, they did apologize, so I'm going to give them 50% credit. But I feel like y'all should have added Rickey Smiley or at least hashtagged him or something. But okay, y'all apologized, okay? Now speculation is that the two of them ain't even together anymore because y'all know, guess what? They have unfollowed each other on social media. Now, y'all know that's the way we now find out whether people, I don't even know how y'all find out that these people be unfollowing each other because I don't even have the energy to care. But somebody said that they have unfollowed and they showed, they posted it, y'all know how to be posting a screenshot of them not following each other. So they are no longer even following each other down to the social media. Okay. Now, like I said, for all them people that was in my comments, making it seem like I was lying on Ray Janae and Rickey Smiley really did do it. Yeah, they followed each other. They did. They followed each other. Yeah, they did. They followed each other. All right, now let's get to these last two stories before we get out of here for the evening. Again, it's 144 people in the room. I hope we have 120 likes. Do we have 120 likes? I hope we do. But if Rickey Smiley knew the rumors weren't true, why bring it up anyway? That was low-key messy to me. No, because it was during the celebrity news segment, the same way I do. I mean, I bring it up. I bring up stuff like that all the time. It's the same thing. It was during the person who brought it up was filling in for Gary with the T. So it was during the celebrity news segment. So that's what was in the news. So they were talking about it. It's the same way I do the same thing here. I bring it up. It's in the news. I bring up stuff that's in the news. So when the person read, that's what I'm saying. Rickey Smiley didn't even read the story. The person that was doing the celebrity news segment read the story, and then Rickey Smiley was like, "Oh, that's messed up." He was like, "Why would people say that? You don't put stuff like that out there." You know what I mean? That's what he was saying. But yeah, they bring it up just like that's what I do the same thing here, boo. And that's why sometimes that's why I try to bring y'all updates when we do stories. If the story was wrong or I misspoke, y'all know I don't have no problem coming down here saying that. But that's what it was. It was the same thing. They were doing the celebrity news. All right. Now, here's the part where I'm going to have to, like I said, the first half of this story is going to be fun. The second half of this story is going to be serious, okay? So this first half of the story, I just got to say this. Jermaine Dupri and Uncle Luke are teaming up to do a documentary on Freaknik. If y'all watch it, it's going to be down to the Hulu. If y'all watch it and y'all see somebody that might look like me, it wasn't. That's all I'm going to say about that. I was there doing... I was at Freaknik during them years that they covering that documentary. I think it covers years 90 through 93 or something like that. Listen, if it looked like me, it wasn't. Everybody got a twin. That's what they say. Everybody got a twin. One of my friends on Facebook, she posted a screenshot from her son. Her son said, hold on, I'm going to find this because this thing was funny to me. Well, we went to college together. We went to Bennett together. And she posted it. It was her son said, hold on, let me find it because that thing was funny to me. I might not be able to go back to it. The one thing I hate about Facebook, it's so hard when you go into the stories. It's so hard to go back. All right, hold on. Wait a minute. Let me see. Oh, here it is right here. It says her son sent her text. Her son sent her a text and it says, I bet not see none of y'all's behinds on that damn Hulu documentary. Right? And he's talking about her and her friends like us, all of us from she said, son, I'm so sorry. He said, the F you mean, son, I'm so sorry. And she just said laughing emojis. And she was like, Mama went to Freaknik from 90 to 92. Listen. That's all I'm saying. It's a whole lot of people right now that's holding their breath waiting for this documentary to drop. Because, listen, let me tell you something. A part of me doesn't want to watch the documentary, and a part of me does. Freaknik was it was lightning in a bottle. Like it was you can't do how they've redone Freaknik. You can't duplicate. The world is different, and the second part of this is the reason why you can't duplicate Freaknik, because the world is different. The world is different now. You cannot duplicate Freaknik. It was so organic. It was lightning in a bottle. I mean, I don't even know what to say. But just know you were thank you, Kenneth, for making me feel old. Kenneth say he was 2 years old. You know what? So you were 2 years old and I was at Freaknik. That's what you're saying? Thank you for letting me feel old. Thank you so much. What's up?
Oh, it's that camera. I appreciate that you want some sweets too.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He's $19.
Okay. I went to that too.
You check the mailbox with me?
Yeah. You have it's a letter on the table for you.
I know they sent me that stuff, but where the hell is my credit card?
Oh, now that I don't know. That I don't know. So that's all I'm gonna say. Now, I wanted to go to Freaknik, but we never went, girl. I went to Freaknik. I went to Daytona. I went to Bike Week down to Myrtle Beach. Listen. Listen, I enjoyed my 20s. I just need to tell y'all that. It was a great time. It was a great time in my life. I had a good time. The memories were there. Uh, you went in 94? Okay. I was 3 to 5 during those years. It was okay. We wish we were older to experience the good times. Ciao. Ooh, Bike Week was everything. Maybe I'll do a story. Yeah, do a story time on the. I'm not doing no story times on when I went to Freaknik. I mean, maybe I will. I think I did. I be forgetting what I tell y'all and what I don't tell y'all. I might do a Freaknik. See, I can't even get it out. I might do a story time. On Freaknik. Freaknik was a good time. Now, that's the good side of Freaknik, right? The bad side of Freaknik is what I'm getting ready to share with y'all now. And I don't know if this is a clip from the documentary, but I'm gonna let y'all listen to this. And this is what made me realize that this documentary is probably not gonna be all fun and games like a lot of people, a lot of us have been joking about it. Because like I said, I'm just gonna do it, and I'm still gonna do my TikTok. But there's another side to Freaknik. And it looks like they're going to explore that side, which I can appreciate. So I'm going to let y'all listen to this clip. Let me scroll on down. I know it was on the neighborhood talk. Let me keep scrolling. Let me keep scrolling. I don't think I'm supposed to scroll by this. Nope, I passed it. Hold on, y'all. I know it was on the neighborhood talk, so hold on. Lord, okay. Maybe it wasn't a neighborhood talk. I could have sworn it was a neighborhood talk, though. Hold on, y'all. Because I wrote it down so I know where to find it. That I wrote down neighborhood talk. Hold on. Maybe it wasn't the neighborhood talk. Maybe it wasn't the neighborhood talk. All right, hold on. Oh, it is neighborhood talk. Here it is right here. Oh, I knew it was a neighborhood talk. Okay, let me let y'all listen to this this clip for Freaknik.
They started out. It was great to walk around downtown Peachtree. There was a couple of girls to the right of us, and they were dancing on top of a car.
Oh, you know what? I might not be able to play this clip because it's playing music, child. All right, I'm not gonna play the clip because it's playing Uncle Luke, and I don't want my video to get demonetized. So I'm gonna just tell you the story. I wanted y'all to hear it though, but I'm gonna tell you the story. It's a guy being interviewed, and he's talking about something that happened and you could tell it's from that era. Like the video is old and grainy. You could tell it's from that time period. But he was saying how he was at Freaknik, and there was a situation where it was some girls dancing on top of the car. They was playing Uncle Luke, music. And they were, they was dancing to Uncle Luke music. They was doing, y'all call it twerking now. We call it whatever we called it back then. Whatever we called the shit. Pussy popping, I think is what we used to call it back then. Okay. And she, there was a girl in the crowd, right? It was a crowd of people out there dancing, mostly guys. And there was a girl that was in the crowd dancing, and she was dancing with a dude, right? And they were, doing their thing. She was grinding or whatever, pussy popping, whatever you want to call it, right? And they said that, do you think some celebrities might be in it? Yeah, I do. Oh, yeah, absolutely, I do. And they said that at one point, the crowd started gathering around this particular young lady. And they started grabbing at her and pulling on her clothes. because they all were trying to dance with her. Because she was, again, it was mostly guys and her, might have been a few other girls, and how they were grabbing at her. And you could see the footage. You could see the girl trying to move through the crowd and trying to get out the crowd. And they were, he said, the guy said they were pulling at her clothes, and they were, you know, like they were trying to get her naked. They were trying to get her naked. And I don't know what eventually happened to this young lady. The clip cuts off. But as I was watching that clip, I said, yeah, the one side of it is that we could joke about, oh, it wasn't me, you know. But then the flip side, the level, and that's why I said there'll never be Freaknik again the way it was. Because, and thank God, because that is no longer acceptable. Because he said nobody jumped in to help her. Nobody jumped in to help this girl. Himself included. He didn't jump in either. And I'm not blaming him. I'm just saying nobody did. And we as a world, that wouldn't be okay. And it wasn't okay then, but that was the culture of Freaknik. I remember, and on both sides, girls did it to guys. I saw situations where girls were pulling guys' pants down. I saw situations where girls were ripping shirts off of guys. So it went both ways. I mean, I know it seems more predatory when a guy does a girl, and it is, but I saw it on the flip side as well. And I probably, it's not about me. But that's the flip side to Freaknik. There was a lot of that type of stuff happening. There was a lot of that. I remember that, C. Golden, the New York City Mexican, Puerto Rican parade. I remember that. But that's the kind of stuff that also happened at Freaknik. And so the documentary will be interesting to see how all of these things are addressed. Because we look back on Freaknik, and we do look back on it in that way, because for me, my experience obviously was not that experience, but I do know of those things happening. Now, thank God it never happened to me or any of my friends, but I do know of those things happening. And so it'll be interesting to see how it's covered in the documentary. So yeah, I still am not sure if I feel like watching it or not, because again, I don't know. I'm not saying I won't watch it. I feel like every black person that went to a HBCU is gonna watch it. I do. I feel like every black person that went to a HBCU is gonna watch it. But anyway, I shouldn't even say went to a HBCU. Every black person around that time period who either went to Freaknik or know or remembers Freaknik is gonna watch it. Oh my God, they would grab, pull, snatch, touch, rub. It was a lot. Yeah, they would. They absolutely would. And the culture, the culture of the time said that it was okay. The culture of the time said that it was okay. Today she will be filmed. Today, yeah. Yeah, it's going to be on Hulu. I don't know if it dropped already, but it's going to be on Hulu. Yeah, so we'll get to that. Now, this last story, you know what? I really don't even want to touch this last story, but everybody been talking about it, so I'm gonna just throw a little something out there. We ain't gonna spend a whole lot of time on it. The Dalai Lama. Listen, I have no idea why the Dalai Lama did what he did. If y'all don't know what the Dalai Lama did, hold on. Let me say this, and I'm gonna try to be as respectful as possible in how I read the story. So hold on. Child. This damn Dalai Lama. I don't know what the hell he was thinking about. Mr. Clark, close. I keep trying to play.
The Dalai Lama's office says His Holiness, quote, Rickey.
All right, so the Dalai Lama has issued an apology after a video from February has gone viral. In the video, it shows him kissing a young boy on the lips while meeting him at an event in northern India. After the kiss, the Dalai Lama asked the boy to suck his tongue. Since the video has reemerged, it has caused backlash from many on social media. So he did issue this apology. It says the following. A video clip has been circulating that shows a recent meeting when a young boy asked His Holiness, the Dalai Lama, if he could give him a hug. His Holiness wishes to apologize to the boy and his family, as well as his many friends across the world for the hurt his words may have caused. His Holiness often teases people he meets in an innocent and playful way, even in public and before cameras. He regrets the incident. Wait a minute. Whoa, wait a minute. Let me rewind. Okay. So, well, first of all, the little boy asked for a hug and you gave him a kiss on the lips. So let's start there. Nobody asked you for that, Dolly. Nobody asked you for that, Mr. Lama. Okay. For those who don't know who the Dalai Lama is, the Dalai Lama is like a high priestess held in very, very, very high regard in India. I said priestess, priest. But first of all, if he asked you for a hug, why did you kiss him on the lips? That's the first problem. He asked for a hug. You kiss him on the lips. Yeah, like Pope. That's number two. Okay, so you kissed him. Why did you kiss that little boy on the lips? Why you ain't kiss him on the cheek? Why did you feel the need to kiss that boy on his lips? And then he says he sometimes jokes like that, and he apologizes. What is a joke about telling a little boy to suck your tongue? Hold on, y'all. All right, I'm going to just give y'all this brief overview. The Dalai Lama is a title given by the Tibetan people to the foremost spiritual leader, Yellow Hat of Tibetan Buddhism, the newest and most dominant of the four major schools of Tibetan Buddhism. The fourth and current Dalai Lama is Tenzin Gyatso. I know I said that wrong. Who lives as a refugee in India. The Dalai Lama is also considered to be the successor in a line of Tokas who are believed to be incarnated from, y'all know, the Buddhist person. I'm not going to sit here and try to say the name. Right. So that's what it is. Yeah, y'all, I'm not buying this explanation. That's really not even much of an apology, and it still doesn't make sense because, again, I do not understand how a hug goes from a kiss on the lips. I mean, it goes from a hug to a kiss on the lips, and then it goes to from that to you asking that little boy to further do things that were inappropriate. I don't even see how you think that's a joke. I don't even see how you felt like that would be funny. I don't see how you felt like we would find that funny. But okay. Anyway, with that being said, you guys, I'm going to get out of here. There's 157 people in the chat. If you could please hit that like button on your way out the door. I appreciate it much, 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 much. And I will talk to you guys later. Mwah! Thank you so much. Peace.